the crane.
They're already waiting.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Look at this presentation. What's it?
So where do you think we're going?
To some donkey store. They better have sandwiches or something there.
Alright.
Ali is taking me somewhere, some store or whatever. I have no idea what it is about, but he seems to be pretty enthusiastic, getting scared. Is it like some gaming thing?
No.
Like some uber nerd action thing?
No,
Is it this?
it is this.
This is a bit much right now. We had arrived in Don Quixote, arguably Japan's most bizarre and overwhelming store. For one, because it plays the same song over and over again. So this is like an everything store. That's right. There are few things you will not find here in Don Quixote, or more lovingly known as Donkey, because it's the largest discount store in Japan. And once you manage to lean into the overstimulation, you can actually start to find some interesting stuff.
Exactly, now we're getting to the interesting things, I think.
Could this store actually be kind of fun?
Oh, it was my dearie. Very nice. You look like Squidward. Do you have 100 yen coin?
What you just witnessed here was probably the starting point of Ali's gacha machine addiction. More on that in our next videos.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put another coin in, whatever. It's disappointing.
Hungry from all that shopping, we decided to get a donkey snack, choosing something very typical for the island we have lived on for 2 weeks now. Look what they have here. The famous purple sweet potato of Okinawa. Which one? Okinawans love sweet potatoes.
Good choice.
Oh, it's actually freaking hot. And while enjoying our sweet potato, let's take a look at what item we actually scored in the store. Now we try to eat it.
I got these Japanese nail clippers by Greenbell. I don't know how the original Japanese name is. And they're like supposed to be super high quality. The first time I read about these was like probably like 6-7 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah, good stuff.
Yep. We are extending our lives now. With our first donkey experience behind us, what better way to decompress than walk through Okinawa's busiest street? Kokusai Dori, or Kokusai Street, is Okinawa's main tourist and shopping street, stretching about 2 kilometers into downtown Naha, the main city on the island. It's fun to browse through its many restaurants, souvenir shops, and otherwise interesting boutiques, and further discover what Okinawa is really about. Look what Ali just picked up.
Yeah, I try to find them everywhere we go. The first one I found in like 2 months.
Palm trees and tropical shirts give away that Okinawa is truly different from mainland Japan. Okinawans even developed their own type of Hawaiian shirt that you'll see locals wear all around the island. But in reality, the uniqueness of this island goes much deeper than that. What will surprise many people is that Okinawa has only been part of Japan since 1972, and that most of its inhabitants descend from a distinct indigenous population called the Ryukyu people, who comprised a kingdom that ruled this area of the world for 4.5 centuries. Stay tuned for our next video, where we will take you along into the story of how Okinawans are now rebuilding the greatest lost treasure of this era.
Heavy.
Obviously, we are learning a lot here on Okinawa, but what we were about to discover is that when it comes to its history,
We're going to see something special.
we were going to make a huge blunder.
It is our second week here in Okinawa, and we're getting to know Japan more and more. For the last week, I've been walking past this really interesting garden, and now we're finally going to check that out. Oh, I think it can be a really cool introduction to the beauty of Japan. So what is this machine, Dave?
I think they're called gacha machines, so you put coins in and you get something out. 2, 3, 5. And you turn it.
What is it?
It's a keychain from here. I think that's like Okinawan, these things, right? Get 1 free carb food with this ticket. Oh, we get a second one.
Nice. For the fishies. Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, the crane. You think it's a real bird? These fishes are getting impatient.
We just entered the, I think it's called Fukushuen Garden, and immediately noticed that this is where it starts, the fish pond. We have some little carp food here, and they're already waiting. Look at them. Hey guys. Wow, they're coming from far and wide.
Yeah.
One bag down.
Lucky for the fishies here. There's so many. What was that? Oh, look at that big one. See that?
Wow, it's like a dolphin.
There's some chonkers here.
You might wonder why 2 Europeans get so excited over a garden. But the fact was that this was only our second week in Japan, and Ali and I had never seen Japanese landscaping or traditional architecture. However, the problem here was that this garden is not a Japanese garden. The Fukushuen Garden was first opened in 1992 to commemorate the 10-year anniversary of the sister city relationship between Naha in Okinawa and the Chinese city of Fuzhou. Everything from the planning to the construction was conducted with cooperation from Fuzhou natives to create an authentic Chinese-style garden. But Ali and I only found out about this after our magical visit. So please, let us dummies enjoy this for a little longer.
Oh wow, it goes even further.
From the shelter of what we thought was a Japanese-style hut overlooking the city of Naha, we took a pause to reflect on our time living in Japan so far and what things make it worth visiting here.
It's pretty crazy. It's like this little amazing garden. And if you look around, it's just a normal city, you know.
Yeah, it's like a green refuge.
Alright, we're running really low on storage space, so quick thoughts about our time here in Japan.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's amazing so far. I really like it. There's a lot of really cool stores, I think. You find really nice things there. The food is super nice, like fruits and vegetables, they have amazing flavor.
Yeah.
It's much more affordable than we thought,
Actually, yeah,
and it's much harder to find vegan food than we thought.
that is true. I think what's amazing about Japan is how modern it is, which reminds me of home. But then everything else is completely different. The culture, the history, what you see on the streets is just mind-blowingly different.
It's the combination of all of these new experiences, feeding your brain with inspiration and learning, that make traveling to unfamiliar places so exciting for us.
Okay, bye.
And if you get the opportunity to stay in a place for a longer period of time, you may also notice the less popular attractions, like this garden, and be amazed by it.
Another path.
I think a garden expresses how a culture values and likes to show off its natural beauty, and what structures carry meaning. And that is interesting to learn.
Okay.
As it turns out, Japanese and Chinese style gardens are similar in that they value plants that are graceful and somewhat unusual. But a main difference is that Chinese gardens tend to be more bold and exotic, and are usually designed to take the visitor through winding paths along a series of concealed scenes.
Cool!
Is this for scenic?
Yes.
Okay. Just maybe not for European.
This contrasts with Japanese gardens, which tend to be more minimalistic. And also, these curved roof designs are obviously of Chinese tradition. That will be one mistake we will never make again. But then we stumbled upon something in the garden that was truly Okinawan.
Okay, we just found something really interesting. It's connected to this beautiful tree. Did you feel something special?
Yeah. The wood spirit made me pick up this broken glass.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Spirit.
I kind of feel what.
Even though it happened through blunder,
You're standing in the mouth of the dragon.
it was good to learn about Okinawa's unique and century-old relationship with China, because that also finally explains some other things outside of the garden walls that we had trouble understanding. Like all of these bizarre figures that you see all over the island. First brought to Okinawa from China in the 14th century, these shisas kinda look like dogs or lions and are believed to ward off evil spirits and thereby guard Okinawan houses. But if you're still not convinced that Okinawa is one of the most interesting places in Japan to visit, then stay tuned, because we will take you to a restaurant that serves dishes so mind-blowing even world-class Tokyo could not offer us anything like it. Yesterday we went into downtown Naha, the main city here on the island, to go to a fully plant-based Japanese restaurant. And what we were served there was absolutely amazing. And I have some leftovers to show you. It was just incredible. The taste, the texture. I thought I was eating real sushi like I did many years ago. And if you take a good look here, you'll see that the fish over here looks like this. And it's actually made out of aloe vera. And then look at this side over here. It has like fish eggs or some sort of caviar type thing on top, which looks to me like it's made out of bobas. You know, the things that you have in bubble tea? How creative is that? And the even crazier part was Ali's meal. He said it reminded him of his mother's grilled lamb. Oh, did I say something wrong?
No, 100%. That was really mind-blowing, I think. Like the flavors.
We kind of have to go back there and show you what it's all about.
If only for the free soup.
Oh yeah.
I said, you know, second time's the charm, even though it's the third time we're going.
Welcome to Ryukyus, one of the coolest restaurants on the island. We've had some failed attempts to get you all here.
It's closed today, but we will come back here.
But we are so happy to now finally show you why this place is so special.
Guess what? We finally made it to our restaurant. You're gonna be amazed. And the best part is, it all starts with free soup.
It's fennel with a touch of lentil and 2 carrots.
Are you for real?
And then the first main arrived. The classic Japanese yakitori skewer that in most restaurants comes as grilled chicken. But here at Ryukyus, they've given it a surprising twist.
No, really. I think it's really hard to believe that this is vegan. It's like really delicious, really nicely spiced. Yakitori. Would recommend.
Do you remember what it's made of?
There was this cognac root.
It was this thing, right?
Yeah.
So this is the product that the yakitori is made of. It's some sort of root vegetable, I think. And I don't know how they do it. It's a Japanese chef. I'm sure he knows what he's doing, but it gets so crunchy and so smoky like meat. But it isn't. It's a plant. Then I also have some pieces of, I guess it's fake chicken, soy texture, super delicious. We already had those last time. And under this mountain is some sort of pancake, so delicious.
And besides that, we ordered plant-based fried chicken and fries, and my favorite, a rice flour pizza to enjoy. We will always remember Okinawa for treating us with the most colorful and diverse plates of plant-based food that actually tastes amazing.
I mean, look at this presentation.
Okinawans have always loved vegetables, and even though younger generations may eat differently now, and the island is no longer considered to be a longevity hotspot as it used to be, there are places that keep the spirit of healthy living alive. So if you want to treat yourself and get a taste of this life, visit Okinawa. And don't skip Ryukyus.
If you come to Japan, obviously there is so much traditional food to try. But if you want to try something new, something delicious, but also healthy and innovative, a place like this, I just find it amazing.
After this great meal, we strolled down Kokusai Street once more for some nightly entertainment.
This is how you get some cards very easily and for cheap.
And dessert snacks. And if the shops on this street close, we can always go back to Donkey, which is open until 3 a.m. We would be super happy if you would subscribe to come along on our next adventure to the most important castle of past Ryukyu kings.
We have made our way to a very special place in Okinawa.
And its amazing story of being brought back to life after a level of destruction that shocked the island. And the road trip takes us out of the city into the tropical paradise in the north, where we are truly amazed to see the beauty that Okinawa is known for.
Look around, people. This is also Japan. You want to try?
Yes.